Hi guys. Hope everything is well with you. I know we are in week 2 of remote learning of corona epidemic, but you know what? We still have to do what we have to do and we still have to get our work done. So, and I know some of you are gonna hate me for this, but we have an upcoming project. Not that hard to do, but it's something that if we were in class, we would obviously be working in groups for it. Um, if we are still working with this whole entire remote learning coming up in the future, I will try to organize a space where you guys can still work in groups and be able to work like that. But this is going to be an independent project for now. So, our project is known as the biofuel research. We're going to be doing research on biofuels. So, on tomorrow, your assignment on Thursday, April 2nd, your assignment is going to be watching a 2-minute clip on biofuels and taking a couple of notes, right? Then, your first part of the project is general research. I want you to pick a biofuel. Are you picking a biofuel that's related to corn, switchgrass, soybean, palm, waste animal fat, or vegetable oil, or algae? Pick one of these biofuels, right? I want you to pick one of these biofuels, and then I want you to go ahead and research information on it. Now, to do this research, I've given you guided questions that I want you to answer. So here are the guided questions that I want you to answer based on your research. Maybe tonight I might put a couple of websites that would help you gather your information and gather your research, but I want you to answer these questions based on the research that you do. So this is going to be due, let's take a date. This is going to be due tomorrow, April 2nd at 11:59. All you're doing is conducting your research and answering those questions. And that's worth 25 points of your project. Then, day 2, which even though it's listed in the 6.7, is due Friday at 11:59. I want you to go ahead and take that information that you just researched in part 1 and summarize it. I want you to summarize your research analysis in writing and also provide a visual representation of a life cycle, of your biofuel's life cycle. Meaning, each substance in the world goes through a life cycle. You as a human go through a life cycle. You started off as an embryo, not an infant, a teen, adolescent. Tell me the progression, the stages of life that your biofuel is going to go through, right? And you're going to attach it to this document here. So obviously write your name, give me a summary. The summary must be 7 sentences long. It must include information that you got from your research, not copied. We don't do plagiarism. Not copied, but explained in your own words, right? And then also include the cycle. Now, if you're confused on what the life cycle looks like, I've given you an example and the definition of what a life cycle is. So this is an example of a biofuel life cycle where it ends up in the different stages of life, right? And then I've also given you the definition of life cycle here. So you can refer to that as an example. And this is going to be due Friday at 11:59. So just a quick summary. So this is worth 20 points of your project. So right now we have 45. Part 1 is worth 25. Part 2 is worth 20. So we're at 45 right now. Now, part 3 is also due on Friday at 11:59. But part 3 is a research. Part 3 is research. Now that you've picked a biofuel from part 1, I want you to tell me the environmental, the economic, and the social, the societal impacts, the positive and the negative. And to help you conduct that research, I've asked you a couple of questions that I want you to answer. Right? These guided questions should help you with your research. Right? So that's also due on Friday at 11:59. This part of the project is also worth 25 points. So right now we are at 70. The first part is worth 25 points. It's due tomorrow, which is April 2nd at 11:59. The second part is due Friday at 11:59. That's worth 20 points. And then the third part also due Friday. That is also worth 25 points and it's due at 11:59. Now, Part 4, which you can start over Friday, but it's going to be due on Monday. Part 4 is I want you to take the research that you use, the research that you got from part 1 and part 3, and create a PowerPoint presentation about your biofuel. I want you to display information about its net energy yield, its GHG emissions, the extent of use in the United States, the environmental, economic, and societal impact. I want that all in a PowerPoint presentation, and I have that breakdown right here, right? I want you to have at least 3 to 5 slides, have all the information that it's asking for, include images, graphics, and videos. Do not make it that concentrated on text. Try to summarize the text as best as you can, but I don't want it that concentrated on text. Include images, pictures, graphics, videos, anything that's going to help, right? Now that is due on Monday. Like I said, this is due on Monday at 11:59. I've given you a rubric right here. I know it doesn't have the points. I'll go ahead and put that in. But follow the rubric to the best of your ability. If you have any questions, please let me know. But this is due on Friday at 11:59. Why do I need it by Friday by 11:59? Because Tuesday, Wednesday, and then when starting the following week, we're going to go ahead and do a virtual gallery walk. And you're going to go ahead and view what your classmates have created and take notes on each biofuel. Now, that is due on, like I said, April 6th. Now, I'm going to do the breakdown again one more time just for you. Alright, so part 1 is your initial research. That is worth 25 points. You have guided questions. Pick your biofuel. That's due April 2nd. Part 2 is the summary of part 1's research. That is due on April 3rd at 11:59, which is Friday. And that is worth 20 points. Part 3 is once again another research that you have to conduct using the guided questions, right? Based on the biofuel that you picked from part 1. And that is due at Friday at 11:59, April 3rd. That is also worth 25 points. And then the final part, the PowerPoint presentation, which has you combining the research from part 1 and part 3, use the rubric to help you out. That is due on Monday, April 6th at 11:59. And that is worth 30 points. So from part 1 being worth 25, part 2 being worth 20, part 3 being worth 25, and part 4 being worth 30, that's 100. And that's going to be your first test grade. Alright, or your first project grade. Alright, if you have any questions, please let me know. I created this video to explain the project to you, because I haven't really interacted with you guys that much based on like work and stuff. So I wanted to make sure that you at least understood the breakdown. Like I said, if you have any questions, you guys usually contact me to let me know. So please keep doing that and stay safe and let me know if you need anything. All right? Have a good day, guys.